Hey guys, Dan from World of Mr. Grey back once again with another reading your comments and seeing what I can answer, good or bad. As always, there's no videos in these. Well, there might be some videos, I don't know. But we're not debunking nothing. I'm just going to read your comments of the last couple of weeks. It's been a while. So I've got a lot of comments. This might be a long one, so, bear with me. But these are the ones in between of the debunking ones. I like to do sort of like a chill, relaxed one. Work has been angry. But we're not in work right now, so this is chill. So yeah, I'm gonna go through your comments and see what we can see. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna get this one out of the way first. Easier Animate says, Mr. Grey, can you show us how they make those shadow beings? They commented on the last one I did, where there was like a shadow running across the hallway or something. I'm going to try my best to show you. So if I just grab this camera and move over here. I think you can still hear me. Okay, so can you hear me? Yeah. So the first one is probably one of those easier ones to do. It's like a shadow going across the doorway or something, which is right there. Did you see that? Did you see it? And the next one then is like the stuff you see in like Franco TV's. Oh, look, there he is. You see Hugo's little shadow, Bismillah shadow in the background. Oh, look. Oh, no. It's just... And that's the other one, I suppose. That's the easier one, because it's usually mates doing it. You're not creepy enough. What? Alright, you can turn the camera around now. But yeah, that was that one. Oh. Hang on, let me position this back. I should think these through more. So yeah, that's some of the more basic ways to make like a shadow ghost, shadow being, shadow dude, and then you can scream, "Oh my gosh!" and that kind of stuff. So, okay, on to the bulk of the comments. So Joseph Lyses, I do apologize. I'm probably butchering your surname. But anyway, he asks, something to bring up in regards to ghosts is never to ask yourself, could it be a ghost? The answer is always going to be yes, it could. What you need to ask is, could it be something else? If the answer is yes, it could, maybe you should regard that a little more than immediately jumping into the unexplainable. For example, an urban explorer is looking through an abandoned mental hospital and keeps hearing movement in nearby rooms and sees flits of movements out of the corner of his sight. At one point, sees an eyeball watching him through a hole. Could it be a ghost? Absolutely. Could it be something else? Absolutely, like a squatter, which is more terrifying. I agree. And I think they reference in Dan Bell. I think it's the Dan Bell video where I don't think he sees it on camera, but someone pointed out it looks like an eyeball through that keyhole. I think that's what it is. But anyway, what he's basically saying is, and I've said this many times, if something happens, if you hear something or someone sees something or they think they see something, it's... I don't know why it's so easy to jump to the absolute supernatural paranormal instead of just thinking, oh, maybe it's just a squatter. I used to do urban exploring. I've been to some mental hospitals abandoned, and you do your little things here and there, your little, how can I say it, like stones falling or something like that. And one hospital I did go to, there was actually a squatter there. So he wasn't there at the time, but I did see the bed and what have you. So basically what he's saying is, when you see something or hear something, instead of jumping to the incredible, just have a second, count to 10, and have a think, maybe it's just that. That's what he's saying. That's what I think he's saying, anyway. Jenny G, this made me laugh. This was, she commented on one of my other videos where Animal moved in the background. He's not going to move now, so don't worry. Or is he? But Jenny G says, I've often thought it would be funny if something moved in the background of one of your videos. Glad others are thinking the same. I kept checking the red and yellow thingy on the shelf to see if it would move. And then a later comment says, oh, he did move. I missed it first time and didn't realize it was Animal. that made me laugh for some reason. I know. I just thought it was funny that she finally saw Animal in the background move. Is he gonna move? Probably not. Not today. Bobby Kent says, "Hi, talking about Bigfoot thing is I have seen with my own eyes that a brown bear walking upright on his back legs, its front and back legs overlap so it makes bigger and deformed. So maybe that's what people are seeing it and taking it as a Bigfoot. What do you think?" Yeah, it's totally possible. I'll hopefully put a video up somewhere. There's a video I saw not so long ago of a bear just walking. He's walking like a dude. He's walking past a car. Someone's filming him from a car. And I think it's a brown bear. And he's just waddling. It's really funny to see. And I swear to God, from a distance, you probably would think he's a bloody Bigfoot. But yeah, absolutely. I can totally understand why that would be mistaken for a Bigfoot in the distance. You know, in the rough, dense forest. Maybe at night. If you saw that walking through, I'd probably shit my pants. But would I think it's a Bigfoot? No, I wouldn't. But I definitely would not go near it, let me tell you. All News Sucks says, "I am a paranormal investigator and I love what you do. I tend to watch your videos more than other investigators, and while I never believed in ghosts, you helped me figure out many so-called paranormal videos that did make me think that it could be real. While I am one of the only investigators who vehemently, I think I'm saying that right, doesn't believe in ghosts or demons or heaven or hell, I do consider myself a true investigator as I am trying to find the truth. I always tell my best friend who I investigate with, if every paranormal investigator took the time to figure out what these voices and energy readings really were, instead of simply jumping the gun and proclaiming it to ghosts, we would know the truth within a month." I absolutely agree. Good comment. I appreciate the comment. Yeah, because I constantly get asked, is there any paranormal investigators you think are legit? And my answer always is, there's definitely legit paranormal investigators out there. And by legit, what I mean is, they don't go out and fake everything. You know, when I say they're legit, I don't mean that they find evidence. You know, they might not find anything at all. But the fact is, they don't fake nothing. There are paranormal investigators who 100% fake stuff. They're up there. The videos are there for you to see. But there are definitely people out there, like All News Sucks. I haven't watched your videos, but I'm assuming you got a channel. But there are definitely people out there who genuinely go to these places to try and find some form of evidence, and they don't immediately jump to the fantastical, supernatural, and they don't fake anything. And they debunk themselves basically on the spot. There's definitely genuine paranormal investigators out there. So whenever I do these videos, like I always say, I say this all the bloody time. I'm repeating myself constantly, but I like to say it. I'm not debunking the paranormal. I'm debunking the videos that show trickery and deceit. And there are a lot of paranormal investigators out there who do these trickery and deceit for the views, for the monetary gain. And you know, if you do that, that's fine, but there's a fine line between entertainment and real. I see that thrown across a lot whenever in my comments and other people's comments. I see it's only entertainment. Of course, it's not real, but I really like it, and that's fine. But when these people put those videos up and they clearly not saying it's entertainment, they're clearly trying to say it's real. That's when the bullshit comes in, and that's when we call you people out. Yeah, so don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, that's good comment. Natasha says, "Considering how starved for content these channels seem to be, I'm pleasantly surprised they haven't resorted to Bismillah, dude. I don't watch chills because I need a little bit of sanity left in me, but I haven't seen Bismillah in the top 5 channels for quite some time. Thank you, Jifu." Did I say that right? But yeah, the Bismillah videos, I think I've done a few on them, I think. But they became popular like about a year ago. There was a year and a half ago, there was one video, I think it went up on Nuke's top 5. And then a million other bloody videos from the Middle East started coming out. And it's always the same. They're kicking in doors. Things are being thrown around. Doors are being opened. The shadow dudes are being shown in the background. They're being shown behind their shoulder. I've gone really dark, but there's nothing I can do about that. Sorry. But yeah, they've gone really... Oh look, and like that, the light comes. It's like I have the power. But yeah, the Bismillah videos, I haven't seen one of them for a while now. Maybe either people are getting sick of them or getting savvy to them. Or Maybe because of the virus thingy going around. Maybe they just can't make those videos right now. I don't know. Muscusy 1980 says, Chills has smashed it with over 4 million subs, but he still needs drop kicking. That made me laugh. Oh god, that's the only reason I added it, because it made me laugh. Also, Muscusy, I think I'm saying that right. Muscusy 1980. When people want something so bad to be paranormal, it's hard to convince them with logic. I do believe in the paranormal, but I also know 99% of that is absolute bullshit. I have friends like this, and I have some family members as well, where they will absolutely jump. Like I said, they will 100% think something is paranormal. Never mind if it's like just a door creaking or the wind blowing the door. To them, it has to be a ghost. It can't be anything else. If you convince yourself 100% that, you know, the paranormal is happening, you're not going to think any other way. And that's exactly what they're saying here. I agree. Joel474 says, how about go and capture all the videos of actual dead grandmothers who have appeared in pictures and videos with their grandchildren? There are plenty of them around the planet. Or how reading about quoting all the nurses from around the world on record who insist they have seen spirits, and their stories are subsequently corroborated by the hospital's video evidence. The inexplicable are more interesting than the hoaxes. They are, that's the problem. They used to say UFOs were our imagination, and we find out there have been studies for decades by the Pentagon. Yeah, but just because something is studied doesn't mean it's true. You could study, people have been studying Bigfoot. People, look into that if you want. There you go. They still say Bigfoot is bullshit, but there are PhDs studying from behind the scenes. Again, you can study something all you want, doesn't mean it's real. In the 1800s, we used to believe that the ether was real. Look up what the ether is. We used to think that the ether surrounded us wherever we went. The ether was in space. The ether was all around us. The ether doesn't exist. They were thinking of something else. But, just because you study something doesn't mean that thing you study is real. People study flat earth. Don't get me started on flat earth. People study Scientology. I mean, you can think what you want about Scientology, but people study that. You can, just because things get studied, and I know the Pentagon did study UFOs, and I don't think anything's turned out from those studies, but just because you study something doesn't mean that thing you're studying is real. That's what I'm getting at. But you would be singing a different tune if you lived alone in the Japanese, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Aokigahara forest, for example. I think they mean this forest. But we are nice and comfy in front of our PC. I would happily spend a night in that forest. I've been asked, would I touch a cursed object? Yes, I would. Would I stay in a haunted house? Yes, I would. It's not because I'm brave or nothing. It's just because I have a different mindset. That's what it is. And when he says about how about capture videos of the actual dead grandmothers who appeared in pictures and videos, like I always say, I'm not debunking people's beliefs. I'm not debunking people's experience. I'm just debunking bullshit videos. That's all I'm doing. But I appreciate the comment. I'm not having to go with you. I'm just trying to state my stance on the thing. But thank you. Sugar64 says, Cody ITC. And if you just saw that light behind me, I constantly get asked, is there a ghost behind you? No, it's cars going past. But anyway. Sugar64 says, Cody ICC is another disrespectful YouTube channel that's done the same thing. Just came across his ridiculous video. They commented on the one where I talked about, what's his name? Hope Paranormal and Chadwick Boseman. Contacted Chadwick Boseman hours after his death and really pissed me off. But yeah, after that, somebody pointed out Cody IDC. I went to his videos and cookie cutter, copy and paste video, the same as Hope and Huff Paranormal. They're the same kind of channels. I don't watch them anymore because they just make me angry. But yeah, highly disrespectful. David Richardson says, have people also noticed when ghost hunters use the necrophonic app in their videos, similar words are repeated? Demon, hey, what? Ghost behind you. It is us and not. It us and not. My brain is breaking. It's automated. Digitally pre-recorded word bank that spits out random words through spooky sound effects. I am angry. I didn't invent it and make money off it. And me too, don't worry. But yeah, the Necrophonic app. A few months ago when someone mentioned it to me, I was going to download it because you can get them on the App Store. And I thought, I'm not paying £9 bloody for an app I know is bullshit. So I didn't bother. But I've seen plenty of videos on it. You know, it basically spouts out words, you ask a question. But the thing is, and it adds a little creepy echo to make it sound spooky. But the thing with that app, I've seen videos where they lay on the floor, they lay on the table or whatever, they start asking questions and they're saying, what should we ask? And you can hear in the background that the app is just spouting bollocks constantly. It doesn't shut up. It's like me. It doesn't know when to shut up. And it's just spouting out word after word after word. Doesn't matter if you say anything or if you ask a question. What's the lottery number's going to be? Demon, ghost, behind you. It just spouts out words constantly. It doesn't stop. I will have to download this just to bloody show it. But you could put that on your phone app, put it down, walk away for half an hour, have someone recording it, and it would just spout off bollocks. It'll just spout off word after word, whether you're asking a question or not. So yeah, it's bullshit. And I'm sure somewhere in the disclaimer it probably says for entertainment purposes. That's fine. But people use that as the real communication between the spirit life. It's bollocks. Moving on. Right, I could be saying the Welsh version of this, or I could be completely looking too far into it. Brechlyn Muldoon. Or Brelin. I do apologise, but Brechlyn. That would be Brechlyn in Welsh. Or Brechlyn. Brechlyn Muldoon. Alright, I'm obsessing over the name too much. I do apologise. Any man experiencing ball lightning should see the urologist immediately. Especially if you got blue balls. Trust me on that one. I agree. Why am I here says, Mr. Gray, you're bald? Never noticed. No, it's the way the light shines off my head. I actually got long, flowing blonde locks. Or strawberry blonde, we'll call it. I really enjoy your videos. I do believe somewhat in the paranormal, but more paranormal videos I watch, the less I believe in anything being able to be caught. I feel like they're faked a lot of the times, but can't pin it down. Your videos are helping to think about what it might actually be, so thank you. I appreciate the comment, and like I think I said it before, but I was the same. Years ago, when I was younger, a lot younger, I was full on believer in the paranormal. Everything was a bloody ghost to me. And then as I got more and more savvy, as I grew up, I read more books. I read more scientific style books, and obviously when YouTube and stuff came along, I started watching more videos. And yeah, the more you watch, the more trickery you see constantly. Like, just think about it now, right? Science officially has not discovered anything paranormal. They've done studies on it and they haven't discovered anything paranormal, right? So that's an official scientific studies. But you look at YouTube and the entire world is haunted. Every single house is haunted. Every single abandoned building is haunted. Every paranormal investigator on YouTube puts up videos. They're the most haunted people in the world. Yet science can't see them. Why is that? And I'm not saying science is always 100%. Science is about discovery. That's why I like science. Science is always asking the question, what is it? But when they find out what it is, they don't, they will carry on with that question. And that's the difference between science and the paranormal. I don't know where I'm going with this comment, but yeah. Pigrat8 says, if you don't stop making these videos, I will somehow find out where you live, fly a plane to that location, drive to your house, break down the door, and personally thank you for all the time and effort you put into these videos. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. These videos do take some time to make. I work a full-time job. I started doing these videos during the lockdown, so I had plenty of time then, but I work a full-time job and I don't get home till late sometimes, and I do try and now make 3 videos per week, or at least 3 videos in concurrent space. But yeah, these videos do take time to make. The reading ones not so much, but the debunking one definitely takes time. So I do appreciate when someone appreciates the work I put into these. And I know the majority of you do appreciate these, and I do appreciate it, and I thank you. Dead Set Paranormal Anomalous Skeptics team says, it is the embodiment of Plato's The Cave Parable. The people who show the falsities in people's worldview are vilified and destroyed, if possible, by the blindly fanatic. Brilliant. I love that saying, and that is true. Basically what they're saying is, if you're a full-on believer in the paranormal, you're fine. If you're a skeptic, or maybe an open skeptic, you are constantly vilified. And like, you see it in YouTube with debunking channels, you see it in everyday life. If you get 10 people, and 8 of them are paranormal believers, and 2 of them are skeptics, the 2 skeptics are called idiots, or called morons. Yeah, that blows my mind, that blows my mind. But, but that saying is spot on. That is absolutely spot on. Good saying. Elmore says, hello, fellow redhead. Ryan and Shane have left Buzzfeed and are now their own channel, Watcher. They're not doing a ghost hunting at the more pity as they are most genuine, but their channel is absolute truth. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Watcher. I started with, obviously, Buzzfeed and... I keep saying Buzzfeed Unsolved, where I binged their ghost investigations. Like I said, I'm a Shaniac. I love Ryan Bergara, but I'm a Shaniac. But yeah, I know they went to the new channel, Watcher, and they do different things on it. I still enjoy them, but I do hope they go back to doing the investigations. I really enjoyed them. And, yeah. Tracy Mccaskill says, there's nothing wrong with debunking things, but nothing wrong with believing either. And yes, I do believe the paranormal. No, I don't jump to conclusions, and it says it paranormal. There's some things that can't be explained and others that can. 100% with you there. There are definitely things even science can't explain right now. But this is why we're always asking the question, what if? What is that? And when you debunk something, like I said, the reason people debunk things, like James Randi, he's the father of debunking. Go look him up if you don't know who he is. The reason people debunk things is to whittle out the bullshit from the other stuff, which could be, who knows, could be true. You don't know. But because there's so much bullshit and bollocks up on the internet today, if ever something true was found, or ever evidence, whatever, was found 100% real, that will get locked in with the bullshit and the bollocks, because there is so much bollocks on the internet. I'm saying bollocks way too much. But yeah, that's why people debunk stuff, is to whittle down the bullshit. But yeah, James Randi, go look up James Randi. He's in his 90s now. He doesn't do debunking anymore, but he's the father of debunking. The godfather of debunking, I should say. And yeah, I'm a big fan. Keith Jacobs says, I wanted to add something in regards to your latest video. I think I was talking about debunking channels, how they don't get enough appreciation. I can't remember now. Prior to finding your channel and subscribing, I was obsessed with ghost videos. I still am. I want to express my personal experience once I found your channel. You debunked some of my favourites. At first I was disappointed. Then I started thinking a lot about something you stated. There's a lot of incentive to fake these notoriety, going viral and getting subs. Let's face it, people want attention. Some of them are very good at what they do. Also, they're very entertaining. I agree. What I'm trying to say is, your channel didn't ruin it for me. You opened my eyes a bit. Your channel didn't take away my beliefs or personal experience, but instead became one of my favourite channels to watch. Now I'm going to binge some more scary shit. Keith, I appreciate that comment. I really do. And yeah, like I've had a few comments like that saying, watching your videos, you've debunked some of my favourite ones, and like I said, I don't do it to be a party pooper. I've enjoyed those exact same videos. I don't do this to be, oh, that's not real. You shouldn't look at that. You shouldn't enjoy things. I'm not saying that. But like I said, you whittle out the bullshit. So if something is real, it won't get locked into the same bollocks. And that's it. Yeah, I appreciate that comment. Lee Gerard says 2 videos in 1 week. Get the fuck out. Keep them rolling in. I'm an admin on Facebook. I think they commented on the one where I was talking about getting hate in comments. I'm an admin on Facebook group, and I have had death threats, and I'm still here. I just like to blow them a kiss. Keep calling a spade a spade. Life more entertaining that way. I agree, and like I said before, I've seen people get death threats. I've seen people get absolute abuse in the comments from someone, and I think it does affect some people. But like I said, if you take things like that to heart, it's gonna be the end of you on YouTube or anything. It could bring on certain things in life that could affect you if you take. Just remember, when someone comments at you, a bit of abuse or whatever, you know you're doing your job. Not what I mean is not that I do these to piss people off. I absolutely don't. But you'll never make everyone happy. You never will. That's in life, that's on YouTube, social media, anything. You will never make every single person happy, and you just got to accept that, unfortunately. It's the unfortunate part of life. But yeah, never take a comment to heart. Never take any abuse of online to heart. Some people have, and unfortunately it hasn't ended well for them, which is a shame. But yeah, you can't take the comments to heart. That's what I'm saying. Little Dan McCunmara, I think I'm saying that right, says, what frustrates me and quite frankly offends me is the ghost hunters who, when they are investigating, they catch something, then they decide to end the investigation. That pisses me off, and I agree. And these channels just say they were frightened and decided to leave. Are you real? You don't know if ghosts are real. You are hunting for them. You may have found evidence, then decide to go home. I think they need to find a new path. I wouldn't give them videos the time of the day. I was an amateur ghost hunter, also an open-minded skeptic, and it frustrates me. It shows that they just doing it because it gets good views. I 100% agree. And I've said this before. If you're a ghost hunter, if you go somewhere to hunt ghosts, and you see something, don't run away. That's the whole point you're there. That's the whole reason you go to these bloody places, where you buy these expensive equipments if you want to use them. But yeah, it really annoys me, and the big TV shows are the bloody guilty of this as well. Ghost Adventures. They started off years ago. We'd always run to the ghost and find out. They sort of did, but then they would run away. Like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. That's when you go to investigate something and then you run away or you end the investigation. And I've seen perfect examples of paranormal investigators on YouTube and like the big TV shows like Ghost Adventures, like Taps. I can't remember any others, but they were like, oh my god, again, so much activity here, so much. There'd be stones flying around, there'd be shadow dudes. And then, right, we have to end it here. What? What? Why are you ending it? Why are you ending this? It's mind-boggling. And like I said, it's probably because they got to hit the commercials in between the breaks. But it's really annoying. And I absolutely agree with that one. Right, there are more comments, but I'm going to have to end it there because I've been waffling on for almost 40 minutes. I will continue with the rest of those comments in a later video, but yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I always enjoy these ones because people sometimes say I talk too much. Even in the debunking videos. This one, I have an excuse to talk too much. And I do like to waffle on. Like, I don't like the reason I talk too much is that I don't script anything. I don't script any of these videos. I have something I think, right, I want to say this, and then I'll just go off and say it. And you can't get me to shut up. It's a thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll try and whittle this down a bit, but it might be a long video. And leave a like if you liked the video. Let me know down below if you think I'm full of shit. And subscribe to this channel if you're new to this channel. I do these quite often with debunking, top 10 stupid, and reading your comments, and maybe some new stuff soon. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back again soon, sometime soon. I don't know when. Right, I'm going. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.